What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode number 89 of our MLB The Show 22 Philadelphia Phillies franchise mode. And right now we're in the home run derby. We have Bryce Harper and Juan Soto taking place in the derby this year for the Philadelphia Phillies. Soto coming in as the third seed and Harper coming in as the second seed. Soto, 419 career home runs. You like to see that right there for Juan Soto. Just has come over to Philadelphia and just been an absolute monster. Just putting up numbers every season. Those home run numbers really ballooned since coming here to Philly. Don't know what's in the water here in Philadelphia, but he went from like 200 home runs to like 400 home runs like really quickly. Like 4 seasons it took him to hit 400 home runs, which is absolutely wild. But here we go. We need 14 home runs to get to the second round over Gavin Sheets. And now while we're hitting home runs right here, it's some sad news about this series, is that this is the final All-Star Game episode. Because this is the final full season of this series where we play a game a month. It's the final episode for that. Which is unfortunate, really, when you think about it. Because this series has been going on now for 89 episodes. But don't worry, this series isn't just going to up and quit on you. There's still like 15 more episodes after this one comes out. So you still have some time to enjoy this Phillies franchise mode while it lasts on YouTube. We're not just going to have some wishy-washy send-off, episode. We're going to have ourselves like an actual good run where we're gonna do season by season almost like a rebuild episode, like a rebuild like you see on YouTube, where it's like, we're gonna rebuild this team and for 5 years to see if we can win a World Series or something like that, or like a career sim. We're gonna do something like that with this series, in which we're gonna get a lot of episodes. We're gonna see a lot of key players call it careers, which is gonna be the saddest part about this series. Is just seeing where a bunch of these guys end up in their careers. Who's going to retire, who's going to, stick it out, who's going to make the Hall of Fame. We're going to figure that all out in this series by the end of it. So we're all going to see where everyone ends up at their careers by the end of the day. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most. It's what I was looking forward to the most when I, started this series, is that I've never had a series go to the end. I think the closest one I had was specifically like a Bryce Harper, like the end, like a Bryce Harper kind of retires video in one of my not Road to the Show, it's my franchise modes. Here as Juan Soto does advance over Gavin Sheets, he hit his 15th home run. That's going to bring up Bryce Harper, who has 636 career home runs. So Bryce Harper, like I said, he kind of skyrocketed. He hit 200, he hit 300, and then he just kind of ballooned out there. He's at 600 now, so guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer. No way around it for him. And he's just had himself a career. He's had himself a career of careers, and it's something you gotta want to see. You gotta want to see where this guy ends up. We've wrapped up recording for this series. I know that's one thing we've already stated. But you want to see where this guy ends his career. You want to see what his final stat line is. And it's a stat line you're really going to want to see for those who do like Bryce Harper, for those like the Phillies, and for those who like franchise mode content on YouTube. It's not going to disappoint at all. It's probably going to be one of the most anticipated videos that I made and are going to release here in a long time. But Chance Bishop and this Phillies franchise, we'll see an end sooner rather than later. It's going to be a real sad time on the channel, because I know I always look forward to playing this game. Even for all 100 some odd episodes of it, I always enjoyed it. It was always a fun series for me. I always enjoyed it. I always look forward to playing it in the rotation of Road to the Show franchise and our Eagles franchise mode. It was always something where I'm like, awesome. I can't wait to play this game. I'm super excited. And I just can't wait to play it. But that time is now past, it seems like, and looking forward to the future in our MLB The Show 23 franchise mode team. I've yet to make a actual decision on that one. I'm kind of ping-ponging between two teams. One team's kind of a contend now team that plays in a really stacked division. The other team's gonna be like, let's burn it down. Let's trade all the current talent for prospects and rebuild from the ground up. That's the kind of place I'm in right now when it comes to Road to the Show 23 for franchise mode. I know some of the news that's come out for franchise mode hasn't always been the greatest and most well received, because it seems like they're just like, oh, let's get the Diamond Dynasty guys to talk about it. And they're like, hey, we upgraded the animations. Cool, did you upgrade anything else? Like trade logic? The fact that I could trade a 40-year-old for like a top prospect? Is that anything that's gone into effect? No? Alright, cool. That's what we like to see. That's what we wanted the most, honestly. We wanted to be able to just fleece the AI. Now, it's come to the point, too, where also, like, in this series, where I try to keep it realistic to the best I could. I try to make my trades as fair as possible. Some of the trades might not have been as fair as you possibly could have made them. Like the Ellie De La Cruz trade. That one probably went a little in favor of Philadelphia. It was Didi Gregorius, Simon Muzziotti, and it was someone else for Ellie De La Cruz, who's become like a cornerstone third baseman for us, who, we kind of fleeced him for that one. That one's a kind of a my bad. We can't make everything fair, but we try to help out the Reds as much as possible. Give him some average players for an above average player. He was only rated a B, which made it a little better for me to be like, alright, I can probably fleece him a little better. He's not like an A-rated prospect that I'm trading these C potential players for. It was like a B for like 3 C's. So that was my thinking behind it. But here we got Juan Soto take on Jared Kelenic. He needs 20 home runs in this round to advance. Do I think he's gonna get 20? I don't know. It's gonna be a long shot right here for Soto. But if there's anyone who could hit 19, 20 home runs in a round, it's possibly one of the best power hitting right fielders in the league. Juan Soto's come in. He's averaged like 30 plus home runs a season for us for these past couple of seasons. And I think he hit 50 one year. Did he hit 50, I think? Maybe? I don't know. I know he had like a bunch of home runs one year. Just out of nowhere. Maybe it was his first year, he hit like 40 something. I don't know, I'm drawing a blank. There's been so many episodes where it's hard to keep track of all the stats that every player's had during their careers here in Philadelphia. We have a lot of careers too in Philadelphia that, are only like halfway over. Like, look at Alec Boehm. Alec Boehm, the first baseman, former third baseman. Now he plays first. He's got a lot left in the tank. He's got like a second half of his career to go. Where does he end up? Is he a Hall of Fame player? Or is he just like some guy? Does he just kind of retire and he moves on with his life? Or is he someone who gets enshrined in Cooperstown as one of the greatest Phillies and greatest players of all time? That's something that I'm definitely looking forward to seeing, and I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing it too, as we're making our way still through this Home Run Derby. This Home Run Derby is brought to you by the Chance Bishop Show. That's actually brought to you by Chance Bishop Breaks. If you guys want to watch twice weekly pack openings, go check out Chance Bishop Breaks. Link is in the description down below, which open up mostly card products, baseball, Pokemon, maybe some Yu-Gi-Oh! In the future. Just check it out twice weekly, every Monday and Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have pack openings, so definitely check that out, YouTubers. As if you like this content, I hope you like that content as well. But here we go. We're in the final 30 seconds of this round. We do have some bonus time for Juan Soto, so we have an additional 30 seconds after this time does expire. Can we hit 7 more home runs? Yeah, it's going to be a real close one. I mean, back-to-back shots can help us. There we go. Now, we're going to need to hit one right here. Watching it doesn't help. But, swing and a miss. We're in our bonus time right now. We need 5 home runs in 30 seconds to hopefully get a chance at the finals. At the final round. That one might have just killed us right there. Now, that one being short. If this one's short, this one definitely kills us. Now, that one gets over. But a little too late. We needed those last... Yeah. We needed that one that went short with like 2 seconds left that we took, and we needed that one that went short in the bonus time to get it. Did not work out. Both Phillies have been knocked out, but it's Jared Kelenic taking on Willie Adames. Good old Willie Adames right there. I was surprised to see him in the home run derby. Not known for a power threat in my opinion, but Jared Kelenic does take it home. He does win the home run derby. He had 19 home runs in the second round. I mean, good for him. At least we lost to the home run derby champion. But here at St. Louis, it's the All-Star game time. Let's take a look at the rosters in a moment as we have the opening ceremony for all of the best players halfway through the National League and the American League. You like to see that right there. There you go. The crowd on their feet, giving a round of applause for all the players as they were introduced for either side. In this game, there is no, National League, American League. It's just baseball fans. That's all it is. You're just out here to watch some of the best players on either side of the diamond, do what they do best. If it's, the American League shortstop hitting a home run, if it's the National League pitcher going 2 innings of perfect baseball. It's just a fun game you're going to want to watch. And take a look at the lineups for the National League. We got Keeper Ruiz, Spencer Torkelson, Ketel Marte, Ramon Urias. We have William Bergolla, Riley Greene, Julio Rodriguez, Juan Soto, and Bryce Harper taking the field right there. The American League, they have a roster stacked all of their own. The Phillies outfield taking set, out there. They are getting ready. They know each other quite well as they play with each other 162 games a year. Juan Soto leads this one off against Deivi Garcia. That's going to be a base knock to right field. So leadoff single right there for the National League. He's standing on first base now for Bryce Harper. And Harper, he goes up the field. That one's back deep and very gone. A no-doubt shot for Bryce Harper. He knew he had all of that one. So Harper, who has 31 home runs on this early season, takes the slow trot around the bases, high-fiving the third base coach as the National League jumps out here to a very early 2-0 lead. So 2 runs have crossed the plate. Julio Rodriguez is up, and Rodriguez chases the fastball outside. Third baseman charges it, fires it, and that's out number 1. So 1 retired here finally in the inning, as up next will be probably another Philly right now. Which Philly is going to be up next? It's going to be Riley Greene, batting in the 4-hole. Riley Greene, he takes that inside fastball. He goes to center field with it. That one's back, looking up, and that one will be gone. Just over the wall right there. The center fielder just kind of watched it fly. 23 on the early season for Riley as he rounds third base, and he's heading home, giving Philadelphia that 3-0 lead here. We've barely gotten out of this first inning, The American League not doing so hot. Bergolla up, the 5th Phillies hitter of the inning, sends that one down the left field line. That one kicks off the base of the wall, and Bergolla has himself an easy stand-up double. So there he is standing on second base with a double. Now Juan Soto back up here in the first with 2 outs, and Soto goes deep. That one's back and very gone. That's a 2-out, 3-run home run for the Phillies right fielder, Juan Soto, who has 29 home runs coming into the All-Star game. So 29 home runs on the season for Juan Soto. He's had himself a very good year, high-fiving his teammates as he crosses home plate. Now up comes Bryce Harper, who's already homered once in this inning, and Harper swings and the misses, drop third strike, throw to first will be in time, and that's going to end this inning finally. Now Julio back up here for Philadelphia in the bottom of the second inning. It's 8-0. That ball is hit deep to right, but not quite deep enough as the right fielder settles under it and makes the catch for out number 1 here in the inning. 1 down now for the National League All-Star team, as up will come Riley Greene. Riley Greene, who is 1 for 1, takes the inside slider, and he just kind of chops it to the first baseman, who fields it cleanly and steps on the bag himself for out number 2 here in the inning. So 2 outs now here in the second inning, and another Phillies batter will come up to the plate. William Bergolla, 1 for 1 in the game, and he's going to send that one to left field. That one's high, lofting, and will be caught by that left fielder who just kind of ranges over. Bottom of the third, Juan Soto, 2 on, 2 out, rolls that one to the second baseman for the final out in the third. Bryce Harper leads off the 4th 3-2 count, and he pops that one all the way up beating the shift, but the pitcher gets there in time for out number 1. Julio Rodriguez won 0 for 2 in the game, and Julio Rodriguez takes the hanging circle change and sends that one deep to center field. That one's back and very gone for a 1-out home run for Julio. He's got 19 total on the season coming in this All-Star game. So hasn't really found that power surge that we hoped he'd have, but 19 home runs from a center fielder, not going to scoff at that any day of the week. Way to go, Julio Rodriguez, on the power that he does have. Riley Greene batting in that 4-hole, and Greene puts down on the ground right to the first baseman. He's going to step on the bag himself for out number 2. 2 down now in the inning, and up will come William Bergolla Jr., the shortstop here for the National League All-Star team. So now Bergolla gets jammed on that one, pops it all the way up, and the shortstop's going to get there in shallow left field to end this 4th inning. Out comes Josh Hader. Hader so far has 41 appearances, 2 losses, 2 blown saves in 32 appearances. 38 innings pitched, a 1.64 ERA, 49 strikeouts to 15 walks. Rays batting 195, lefties batting 140 against Hader right here. So top of the 9th, it's a 9-6 game, so this is a save situation for Hader, who strikes out the first batter he faces in the inning. Now comes Brian Reynolds, and Reynolds chops that one to Yepes, and he's going to step on the bag himself. Strange to see Hader being the first pitcher for Philadelphia. Usually their starters usually have 1 or 2 making the All-Star festivities. But up comes Nick Pratto, and Pratto swings and misses at 97 up and in, and that's going to end this game for the National League All-Star team. 9-6 is the final score. Multiple Phillies hit home runs during this game. Bryce Harper, Juan Soto, and Julio Rodriguez. I think Riley Greene also hit a home run, maybe? I don't know. I can't remember that far back. But at least 3 Phillies hit a home run right now. Josh Hader gets the save on the season. Casey Mize with the win, and Juan Soto with the player of the game. If you guys enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, comment down below, text on YouTube though. Peace out, rock on, stay super classy. We'll catch you next episode of our Phillies franchise mode here on YouTube.